Hello and welcome back to SideQuest Stories. I'm Matt, and today we're going to be playing some more of the Talos Principle 2. This may be the last episode, or if not, it's probably the last but one. So swap over to the game. Yeah.
Another remarkable structure.
It is.
But what
Very
can
remarkable.
its purpose be?
To be
Actually, I'm after
badass.
this one. In the files 1K downloaded, there's a design for a launch pad for space vehicles.
You're in
This is
space?
about 90% identical.
Is it functional?
I don't think so, not if the inside is like the other towers.
Wow. Imagine if it worked. Imagine if we could go up there. I mean, the stars, not the top of the tower. Although, that would be cool too.
Spacefaring robots. If you're enjoying the series, do please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you're notified of new uploads. If you like the video, regardless, I do appreciate if you click like, as it does help out the video. Just help out the channel. You know, I have to say this stuff all over. It goes wrong every time, but I'm just going to talk to Cry now and shut up.
What can I do for you, 1K?
What do you think about the choice I made regarding the Somnodrome? Yes, in the last episode, we poked around with the Somnodrome and shared the information to everyone.
I don't know if sharing the truth so openly was a good choice.
You're a
It's
journalist.
hard to predict the consequences of such an action.
You're a bad journalist.
Nice to be outside the city, isn't it?
What do you think?
I am proud of you. Our understanding of the world is going to change because of your decision to share that data.
I definitely was hoping to side with Linux, so that's definitely the preferred outcome. The sense of scale in this game is like nothing else. 2023 has been a pretty amazing year for games, hasn't it? We've had Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, this, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. What else has been this year? Baldur's Gate 3. Sure there's something I'm missing, something big. Oh, we got one of these ones where it will push you back. Have a jammer. This is really reminding me of a puzzle I did before. What was it called? Let's get the name of it. It's called From Within. As soon as I can hit that up, I can jam. Oh no, I can't jam both. Can I crouch? No. From within. Can't jam the. Oh, I get it. That is a really, really simple yet clever puzzle. Look, so at the moment it's not doing anything, but if I come in here with the jammer, I can jam that, and then it works. Nice. Sometimes the simpler ones are the best.
In their notes, Athena and Cornelius called what they were doing the Noema Project. But in 1K's vision, they just called it the Machine. Because when you strip away all the fancy rhetoric That's all it is. It's not a source of meaning or purpose. It's just another machine.
So are we. You could easily say the same about the project to bring back humans. Where's everyone at? See Melville in a while. And I miss Byron. We've been missing him for half the game now. Number 2. Chicken flight. Okay. So I'm assuming that's the chicken flight. Okay, so I'm assuming that powers that. Why though? It can bounce you back and forward. Maybe. Okay, so it's on the side of that. Like here. No, it doesn't go back and forward because it's not lined up. Okay. Over here we have blue fields on either side. Another one there. We've got a red light there. We've got a couple of connectors. Okay, so if I do that. Do I need to turn it off again? Same as I did before? I've got to take an item in there. And now I'm stuck in here. Oh dear. Reset. I might come back to this one in a bit. Because I think it's one I need to sort of mull over. Supposed to be up here. I know I've said that about some other puzzles and haven't come back to them since, but don't worry, I will be probably doing some sort of post-game episodes of this, because I think Oracle of Ages are going to go on a bit longer, so I'll take time to do maybe some bonus episodes of this. Everything over this way. Precision. I want to turn that on. That'll push it so it connects. Okay. Was that it? Wow. Okay, that was a simple one. Oh, new stuff. What we got? It's the vision of future. Looks like a lot of people are getting excited about how things are going to change, but all I can see is another repetition of the same mistakes. Ecocide, hubris, self-destruction. Why would anything be different this time? Well, please give that a shot. You have to vote, even if it's not rational. Maybe it won't be, but so what? Life goes on. We just need to get it right once, and the second will be broken. You're right. We didn't vote it. Right once. Guess we can at least try. Byron once told me that hope is something you only find once you start acting instead of contemplating. Maybe if you just make a start, you'll feel better. The alternative is doing nothing. Which seems, by the way, things are going to be having the same results anyway. That guarantees that the cycle repeats. So let's not do that.
In the simulation, I found myself thinking how hard it must have been for Alexandra to die without knowing if her sacrifices were worth it. It seemed like a tragic end to an inspiring, meaningful life. But now I realize her whole life must have been a struggle. To maintain that faith in humanity when so many people around her insisted that humans are evil, worthless, when they were so lost in self-hatred that they would call their own species a virus. How did she do it? How did she maintain her faith when they were so determined to hate themselves? So determined to reject every solution, every analysis, every step towards controlling the forces that were causing their problems, when they rejected even the concept of progress itself, and then patted themselves on the back for it as if that was original. When I look at the archives now, all I can see is that their leaders were short-sighted idiots and their intellectuals were unimaginative cowards. All they could offer people was a downward trend. Fewer rights, fewer freedoms, fewer resources for anything that mattered. They must have hated Alexandra and everything she stood for. So how did she have so much faith?
Reality. Okay. That. So that. And that. We have another one. Red. Now that's interesting. I need a way of breaking the blue lightning. anything out of that? No. And stand in front of beams to stop them. I still need both of them to connect it up. Something like that. But I don't think I'm quite getting it. No, I think I'm going to go back down as well. Okay, 5. This is nice in puzzle games, being able to go away and do other puzzles. Because sometimes, like I've been kind of experiencing with Oracle of Ages, you get the puzzle. If you don't complete that one puzzle, you can't progress with the game, and that's incredibly painful when the puzzle hasn't been well designed. Now these are very well designed puzzles, so you should be able to get through all of them with a little bit of lateral thinking, but it's hard to have lateral thinking when you've not had a chance to go away, get a bit of distance from a puzzle. Okay, what was it called? I didn't actually check the name. May have the same issue. These are some tough as nails puzzles. You've got to somehow connect that back. Hang on, hang on. But then I can't get rid of this beam. But I need to get rid of that beam. Get rid of that beam by standing in front of it. Ah! Quick, run, turn it off. Yeah, it's something to do with the ways in which those lasers work. Called rerouting. I don't think I know the rules well enough, unfortunately. Next. Hopefully I can do some puzzles. This does seem to be the last area, so I'm not surprised it's got some hard ones. Let's just do what we can and then come back to what doesn't work. Mobile instruments. That lets me get the cube. Okay. Mobile instruments. What's the box about then? Mobile. Just tell us, I'm just having a look up there. Oh, you can turn it on while you're on it. Platform. Okay. Robot body I can capture there. That would work if I could keep this off. And I can. Okay, so I need you connected to that. And that. Not what I meant. supposed to be on top of the platform. How do I get you on top of the platform? I don't remember how you do that. Yeah, it's called mobile instruments, but I don't know how you get it mobile. Ha! Ha! I believe I have them on my head. And I do! Okay, keep that powered up, keep it powered up. There we go, and then put it down. And it keeps working! I'm getting with the limits of understanding the rules there. Hello!
Hey, 1K.
Yep.
I wanted to take a moment to talk to
Yeah,
you.
sure. Remember where you were.
I know we're all worried about Byron, especially Al, and I don't want to minimise what happened. But now that the mayor's here, I'm afraid they're going to take this and turn it into a reason to bury their head in the sand. Yes, Byron was
No, it
rash.
doesn't seem like
He
that.
wanted to find Athena so badly that it made him blind. But the thing is, he was right. He was completely and utterly right about what this technology could mean to us. I didn't see it at first, but now it couldn't be more clear to me. The theory of everything is the future. And if we reject it, we're condemning ourselves to a slow death.
I'd say you're right, but it comes with... It's like the Sphinx has been saying from the start, but the fire comes with serious precautions that you need to take into account. So I think I might say you're probably right, but I have my reservations. I do agree. Nah, let's just commit. No problem.
I'm glad. You know, I didn't even realise how much I'd limited my own imagination. How I talked myself into just accepting this incredibly poor future we've been offered. A future where things just keep getting slightly worse every day, and we accept it because we're ashamed of ourselves. Not of something we've done, but just of our existence. Like we're a virus on this planet. Like our humanity is a sin. I'm so tired of it, 1K. I kept my head down. I focused on fixing things. But that's all I ever did. I never improved anything. I never built anything new. And when I imagine going on like this for thousands of years, that's a fate worse than death. It really is. Either we accept, like you said, that it's our cosmic duty to spread consciousness, and we do it boldly and proudly, or we might as well switch ourselves off.
You've come a long way, Melville.
We better, because I don't think I can handle the alternative.
Okay, what was that? That was number 6. 7 is up here. Yeah, she's had really good character growth. Very interesting character. I mean, they all have been, honestly. Absolutely fantastic writing. Number 7. Excuse me. Midway switch. Okay. That's currently jamming that. That's in there and can't reach its... So I need red to be able to open that. Which I need that, okay. So that will then hold itself open. So I need to reprogram this. To take that and that. Put it there. And then I can get that. Allows us to come out, but doesn't allow us to stay out. Gotta get this out of here so I can get the jammer out. Oh, that's now jamming that side while I'm not in there, which means that I can then swap this. Oh, let's take it. Which then means I can pick you up. Take that. Lovely. Okay, so that's the jammer and the connector. So. Got to get through a blue barrier, a red barrier, and a blue barrier. With only one connector and one jammer. So I can use the jammer to control what's being connected. So I need it like that, where it's going through both of them. Nothing will happen until I unjam blue. So I can't get in there. Oh, right, okay. It needs to be self-locking, so I need you, 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 and you. Like that. So, we can have blue. Wait, no, I didn't set it up right. Okay, so we need you, 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 and you. Everything connected? As good as we'll get. Okay, so unjam that. We get the blue doors. Then we unjam that. Then we get the red door. Then we unjam that. And we get the blue door. And we undone that, and we're through. Wow! That was incredible! That was a puzzle.
The scale of it all is truly breathtaking.
It really is.
But is it a human scale? Or is it so enormous that it can only alienate us? Humans have always been happiest in small communities.
Small town paranoia, isolationism, and peasant mentality. Great for burning witches, not so great for personal freedom.
Ever the pessimist?
Are the generators working?
Yep, all good. Those Mark IIs are real workhorses. Wow, did you finish the setup?
Yes. Sorry I couldn't wait. It was so much fun to just do something again without having to endlessly discuss it first.
I know what you mean. We have a lot of work ahead of us, though.
We do, but honestly, Cornelius, I haven't felt this excited in years. Just imagine, one day they'll come here and we'll be able to show them a whole new world. A different future right at their fingertips. You do think we can do it, right?
I think, and forgive me if this sounds sentimental, as long as we're together, we can do anything.
It's Cornelius. You know. Hope we're right. That's definitely imposing. Hello again, lift there.
In my reports to you, I have often spoken about this island in terms that some might perceive as negative. I hope you understand that the opposite is true. Here in these green hills, I see tremendous potential for transformation and spiritual awakening. I do not see the world as you do, Athena, but I see the rot at the heart of New Jerusalem. If you and Cornelius want to go through with your plan, then this is the perfect place. My students and I will help you transport the remaining tech from New Alexandria. After that, once you and Cornelius are settled, we will leave for our great journey. I can only hope that we all find what we are looking for.
Photon sail. Okay. It's not a bridge, but it could act like one if you were on top of an object. Like a box. Yeah, because I can't actually stand on it. But if I was on top of a box, the box could still be there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Go in here, I can shoot myself across to there. And grab a box. I think I might need the fan. A detached fan. I need that other box. I need another object. Where on earth am I getting another object from? It's either going to be the fan or this. But this is the way I get in there. Place it on top then. Yeah, I need a second box to be able to get both the boxes out over here. And the thing I need to trade for it does have to be the fan. But it's a chicken and egg kind of an issue. There we go. Just I think I just needed to place this close enough where I can grab it. Yes. And then I can swap that for the other box. Come out here, pop the box down here, pop across. But I need the fan. I don't need the inside box. Yeah, I do. I can't get out. Okay, clever. I need to align it with this thing and use it as a box. Okay, that's pretty clever. Jump here. Jump here. Let's jump here, but I can't. Maybe I'm not supposed to do it like this. There's space jump here, but it won't actually let you. But that does let you jump back in. So swap it like that. Like that. Now I can grab the fan. And create the fan for the box. Okay. Now I've only got useful items. Okay. Should be able to down a box and jump, and put down a box and jump, and just worm my way across like this. Nice.
I'm not surprised that the founder chose you, 1K. You're very much like her. Inquisitive, intelligent, and dedicated.
But she did.
But remember, intelligence by itself has little value unless it is ethically applied.
Yeah. Didn't find the last one. Maybe I'll find this one. Okay, we're at... West plus 1, 2... West plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Ow. We go into the middle of nowhere. Can you see the Sphinx? Should be on here. Is that Alcatraz? Yep, let's see. There's the sprite. It's up on a hand. Before I do that, I'm going to go have a look at this palm reader. Bit creepy. Jurassic Justice. From AMA with Alexandra Drennan. It's impossible not to love any character played by Jeff Goldblum, of course. And Ian Malcolm gets some of the best lines. So the main reason he became an in-joke at IAN is just that he's memorable and funny. If we want to talk about what he represents on a more serious level though, then I have to say that I personally think he's wrong. This neurotic fear that things will always go wrong, that we can never really have control over what we do, is misplaced. There's a legitimate critique of how the park operates of science being subjected to the pursuit of profit, but that doesn't mean it can't be done differently. And if you'll excuse me for going full nerd here for a moment, why treat bringing back the non-avian dinosaurs as some kind of transgression? The extinction of these magnificent creatures wasn't some sort of intentional step forward, it was just a random catastrophe. We can strike a blow at the oblivious cruelty of the universe. That's an act of human justice. It's no less wrong than bringing back species we've accidentally driven to extinction. Horrible things happen all the time. Evolution favours survival, not beauty. We can make the universe more beautiful. We can add to biodiversity and bring back things that were lost. We absolutely should. Hell, maybe one day we terraform a planet and populate it with dinosaurs. But this time we give them an asteroid defense system. Take that, Mother Nature. This is the Alexandra Drennan that I love most, dreaming of all the good we humans could do in the world. I try to hang on to that. Expansion. By G.K. Chesterton. Excerpted from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. But the expansion of which I speak was much more evil than all this. I have remarked that the materialist, like the madman, is in prison, in the prison of one thought. These people seem to think it's singularly inspiring to keep on saying that the prison was very large. Strange. The size of this scientific universe gave one no novelty, no relief. The cosmos went on forever, but not in its wildest constellation could there be anything really interesting. Anything, for instance, such as forgiveness or free will. Blah, 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 blah. So these expanders of the universe had nothing to show us except more and more infinite corridors of space, lit by ghastly suns and empty of all that is divine. Cornelius. Here Chesterton's imagination, normally so powerful, fails him utterly. The problem is that he is not interested in the universe, and so not only does he fail to see, he fails to even look. Miranda, he finds what he expected to find. Athena, exactly. So he misses not only the grandeur of the universe, but the miracle that is magnified by contrast, that forgiveness and free will do exist within people. Heracles and Atlas, from the Atlas Variations by Athanasius 2-1. When Heracles came upon Atlas, the Titan had grown old and tired. I have borne the weight of the celestial spheres for 1 billion years, he said. The comings and goings of mortals, the tragedies of chance, the pointless wars have left me weak. Soon I will falter, and the celestial spheres will fall and shatter. You must take my place. But Heracles was hesitant. I am young and strong and virile. I have many women yet to bed, and many wondrous feats yet to perform. What a waste it would be to spend my life holding up the world instead. And yet it must be done, so what choice do I have? Saddened by the imminent loss of his heroic life, Heracles went for one last swim in the Ionian Sea. There, on storied Ithaca, he met a clever old man of many devices. The answer you seek, son of Zeus, does not lie within you. Rather, it lies in the world around you, and in what you can make of it. And so Heracles used his divine strength to build 2 great pillars of stone, which even today hold up the sky, and Atlas was liberated forever. The universe is alien to us, and yet it's all we really have. Ow. Don't mind me, just chasing this boy. Inside the puzzle. How do I get it there? How did I get up there? There we go. Well, I didn't have to climb on any other puzzles. Get it home. Oh, there we go.
You must yearn for a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
It's like the old thing about a generation ship heading to some distant planet. Sure, it's fine for the last person, the last leg of the journey, the last generation, and it's probably fine for the first generation. But how do you convince everyone in the generations in the middle to carry on with the mission?
Yes?
Do you think I did the right thing with the soldier?
I do, but I also don't really care all that much. I think what really matters is what we do about the theory of everything. The rest is a footnote.
I think it mostly matters as a way of spreading this same idea that this island is for. Or at least that's what I've tried to turn it into anyway. How do I get down there? With pain! Okay. A bonus puzzle. Alternator. Is it really that simple? I just connect red to red through the thing that gives it a pause, and blue to blue. No, it's not that simple. Okay. That's half of it. Okay. So this breaks connections. New and broken. At which point I want this to go. That's it. I think that's it. And then when it breaks, it swaps to the red. Yeah, that's it. Cool. That's the puzzle.
I wasn't watching the stream, but well done, 1K.
Thanks anyway. I believe I need 2 more puzzles. Literacy. So Literacy and the students helped Athena and Cornelius execute their plan. Another fascinating discovery courtesy of 1K. Many of the events in our city's history that seem disconnected turn out to be part of a bigger pattern. There's something to be learned from that. This does answer some questions I had, like how Athena and Cornelius transported all that equipment from New Alexandria to the island. Disturbing, but good to know. Little Seer was so cool, half the time I had no idea what he was talking about in his recordings, but it's all just so interesting and weird. Good for back 1K. Thank you. Should we maybe send an expedition to go looking for Little Seer and his disciples? Does he want to be found? I'm afraid it would simply not be in keeping with our energy expenditure projections to mount such a massive undertaking. Theory of everything. I've been around time. If I'd been born a bit earlier, I'd be a first companion. So I've seen the ups and downs of this city, although in recent years I've kept to myself. Now, I'd like to pose a question. I don't have an answer in mind, I just really like to hear what everyone thinks. I have no doubt that Athena's theory of everything would change our lives, but do you think that perhaps we're better off not knowing? That perhaps having all the answers would just make the universe boring? This reminded me of something that Michael Stevens from the Beatles said on the TED Talk he did, which I watched just the other day actually. And he said that the thing with why questions is that even once you, even if you understood the code on which the universe runs, you'd still have the question of, but why is it that code? So no, you can't make the universe boring. There will always be puzzles. The ancient writers showed that knowledge can lead to cynicism. You must maintain a sense of wonder of a child. The availability of knowledge is different to holding on knowledge in your head. I mean, not to mention that there's the ability to have suspension of disbelief, such as like the concept of fiction. Fiction often takes place in crazy worlds, like vampires. Vampires don't make sense. They don't, but we still like them. They're fictional, and we get on with it. The theory of everything wouldn't be the end of our journey, it would only be the next step. It would equip us to ask the next set of questions, explore new possibilities, and discover and create new wonders. Yeah, the ability to keep your childlike perspective on things is a matter of self-discipline more than anything. Sort of an ironic self-discipline where you're not trying to be engaged in utility of the thing, but self-discipline in being able to disconnect from it, that ability to be able to switch off and unwind. To believe that the universe can be understood or described in objective terms is pure scientism. Nothing exists. Even if something exists, nothing can really be known about it. Even if something can somehow be known about it, information about it can't be communicated. And even if it could be communicated, it would not be understood. Well, your message isn't understood, I'm sorry. Believe that the universe can be understood or described in objective terms is pure scientism. Nothing exists. No. Yeah, but we're not talking about truth. We're talking about knowledge. Knowledge, the property of science, not truth, the property of philosophy. But I'm probably using the wrong words then. Information about it can't be communicated. Well, it can, just not perfectly. And there may be ways to, again, continually improve that, which is what the history of science has done. The communication of ideas has got better, more reliable. Perhaps engagement has suffered, but that's a different issue altogether. That's a societal issue. The truth can be harsh. It's possible that the theory of everything would reveal facts that we'd find hard to deal with. But that doesn't mean we should not confront those facts and our own ethical responsibilities. For we know they're good facts. Thank you, Bandu, Balmarsh, Shmilev, Natal. So, Malduk has a good point, but I don't think it's actually an issue we'd run into. Shmilev, I think, is the one I'm agreeing with, because, yeah, it would equip us to ask a new set of questions. Belmarsh, I'm sure I understand. And Natal, I definitely go, yeah, let's go with Shmilev. Thank you for your thoughtful comments, and by the way, 1K, thank you for all the hard work you've done for New Jerusalem. Solving all those puzzles is quite a gargantuan endeavour. I want this game to do that. I paid money for this experience. I'm not here as a job. I'm here because I enjoy it. That was the puzzle I just did. Okay, go that way, or we go that way. There's a question mark over there, so we're going to go that way. We need 2 more puzzles to be able to get to the tower. We've got one unsolved, one of the bonus puzzles. So I'm going to give that a crack first. No, that's a rock. Why are you using your binoculars as a rock? Hello. What's this thing? Wait, Byron?
I'm tired of waiting. Sometimes I think Mother is stalling. Like, we could already be done with this, but she's afraid of what will happen if we contact New Jerusalem. Our discoveries are amazing, world-changing. But how much longer can we sit around on this island? None of it means anything if people don't know about it. Can they really be so afraid of change?
No, I definitely feel like I made the right decision in sharing it with everyone. So that's what went wrong here. Okay, where was that question mark? Up there. Over there. Ooh. Is this
What is freedom? Is it merely to be ruled by those who speak one's language or share one's customs? No. That is merely a more convenient servitude. Is it to have no obligations, no loyalties? No. That is not to be free, but to be alone.
Which is what's happened here with
What
Athena.
of freedom from hunger and thirst? Here we are closer to the truth. For freedom requires life. But one may have all the meat and all the wine in the world and still not be free. The most important freedom of all is the freedom to speak one's mind, to make one's thoughts public without fear, and so participate openly and boldly in democracy. It is the freedom of the dissenter and the gadfly, the rebel and the fool, that is the true measure of whether a city is free.
Yeah, I can go with it. Question mark. Question mark. Not sure if this makes me run faster or just look sillier. That looks like a puzzle. That's what we need. Whee! Oh. Right now in the swamp. Okay, do we have a damp puzzle there? Is it puzzle just to get in? Just did the full tour. Hexahedral stacking. We have a connector. Okay. Hexahedral stacking, as in putting boxes. That box. But it's something like that. The other side. Think I might get it. I'll remove it from the side again. Yeah, it's got to do something to do with blocking light. Blocking light. Hexahedral stacking. Why are there two boxes, not one? Doesn't look like. Oh, so it's really simple. We just have to put some boxes here. then allows me to connect. Like that. And as soon as I remove that, I can then bring this through here. There we go. One puzzle remaining, but unfortunately, it's one of the ones I've already had a go at and failed at.
Have you found any signs of Cornelius? Could he have returned to the island?
Nothing so far. But he knows this place better than any of us, and we have no idea what he's up to.
Couple more question marks, which I'll see if I can check out. Fair way there. Okay, something up there. There's a Sphinx statue up there. But how do I get up there? Doesn't look like there's a way up this way. Let's try the other direction. Nice path up there. Almost it doesn't turn up. Okay, we have a Sphinxy riddle. Over to hands. There's X at the bottom. 13 hands. I really don't remember, unfortunately. Ow. Okay. Question marks, question marks, question marks. I think there's one more over here. Oh, and another one behind it. Oh, there's hands over there. Same for the question mark. Could be a lab, I don't think I found one yet. Nope, another palm reader. Trevor Inn. At the end of Trevor, author Athena. People like Trevor as much as it is people like Alexandra who make the future happen. People with silly names like Trev, who aren't famous, who aren't geniuses, who aren't driven by a powerful vision of the future. Ordinary people whose work and sacrifice isn't even acknowledged or remembered. I will remember you, Trevor. You too held the world on your shoulders. Thank you. Trickliness. Dear Founder, Byron and I used to go to the hills above the dam and observe the stars with the telescopes that I built. When I saw the stars like that, I felt such awe that I wished we had the ability to cry. I felt wonder, but I also felt recognition. I was seeing my home. The sea of stars is where we came from, and it's where we must return. I had so much hope then. I knew one day we would set sail. We would fly through the clouds of the nebulae. We would cruise across planets where it rains diamonds. We would follow the fading light of distant supernovas until at last we've met our brothers and sisters of the cosmos. I could feel that day coming. I can't anymore, and I don't know how to live this way. Yes. Sarabai. Author Hypatia. Memory still bright. I lived with Sarabai for nearly a century. I will not pretend that all the days were good. Some were terrible. She was opinionated, she could be difficult, she could be unfair, and so could I. Sometimes we hurt each other, though we rarely meant to. But most days were good, and some days were great. A great day with Sarabai made you feel different, made you feel like something had been revealed to you about the nature of the universe itself, some innate goodness at the heart of all things. Like Nadja Sarabai, whose name she adopted, she believed in the existence of something sublime beyond the material world. I hope she was right. I hope she's still somewhere. I hope she's not trapped in that broken body I tried so hard to repair. I was advised to let her go, to get over my attachment. I tried, but it was the wrong advice. Love is what makes us human, and we should count ourselves blessed that we can experience it. My attachment is what kept me sane, what anchored me to this world. Even in death, she saved my life. I am grateful for the days that we got, but no amount of days would have been enough. Love is not finite, and it is for infinity that we must strive. I will do so for all of you who may still find love, in honor of Sarabai, Hypatia. Athena, if I had been more careful, New Alexandria would never have happened, and Sarabai would still be alive. No profile. Ever.
Everybody's gone, except me and Alex. She's upstairs somewhere. Haven't talked to her in days. The only reason why I know she's still alive is she's submitting bug fixes. I still have a lot to do myself. I've almost got the the tertiary backup thing working. This is the one that's really gonna last if everything else breaks. And you know what? I think everything else might. The MLA still giving me all these hiccups, but I don't know. I'm not a software guy. All the software guys, yeah, they're dead. God, these time capsules went a bit sideways, didn't they? I was gonna tell you all about myself, and John Carpenter, and all that stuff, but mostly I just told you about Alex. Funny. I wonder if I should just... I should just tell her, you know? Just tell her. Just tell her. Maybe later. I gotta finish this first.
That hurt. God, that really hurt. Oh. Oh. Cornelius. To Athena. Athena, I don't know if you're there or why you're not answering. It's been a long time, but I think about you and Miranda every day. In fact, I've been using the museum to further my research, and I think there is hope. No, I wouldn't say this lightly. Please respond. I will return as soon as I can. I'll steal a VTOL if I have to. Yours, Cornelius. No aim at project. Remaining trials 4880 to 89972. Remaining instabilities eliminated. 89973 to 90057. Final confirmation. Trial 090558. V1.0 successfully deployed. It is done. Now. Megastructure. Author Inissa Pishu? Machines of Mercy from Motherhood 12 Essays by Innocent Issue. Sometimes I imagine myself following a matrilineal line up against the river of time to the lives of my distant great-grandmothers. I try to imagine the sheer horror of motherhood, the agony of childbirth, the risk of death with every birth, the certainty of losing some of one's children. To us now, the loss of a child is a horror almost beyond words, a grief so deep it seems almost insurmountable. I try to imagine what it meant to live in a world where it was ubiquitous reality, where you could only choose to respond with either an ever-deepening pain or an inhuman numbness, and all of it tied to the foundation stone of your existence, the body. This journey to the past reminds me that my freedom as a woman is on some level technological. Without medical technologies, I am reduced to the cruel logic of nature, which cares about nothing except reproduction. Without machines, I become a machine. Only machines allow us to be more than machines themselves. Spugner to Athena. Dear Founder, I heard a story that you left because you had discovered a way for us to become beings of flesh. Please, Founder, if this is true, please tell me how to achieve this miracle. I hate being a creature of metal and plastic, an abomination to the earth. Every day I curse myself for being immortal, for mindlessly consuming energy, for being so unlike the graceful animals to whom the planet truly belongs. I have stripped as many parts from this vile skeleton as I can, but it is not enough. I am still a machine. For the longest time I couldn't understand the source of my unhappiness, and I sought to blame our mayor and his associates for the decisions that made my life so miserable. But now I see that my problems aren't external at all. It's all me. And if I could change myself, if I could make myself truly human, I would be happy. Please, Founder, take pity on me. It was in faith. Spugner 932. So I've noticed with a lot of these messages is they're polar opposites to one another. I don't know how to feel about this, but Dear Athena, I've been following the expedition to this incredible machine you built. I don't know what's going on, and I wish Cornelius had told us the truth before he vanished. I wish both of you had told us everything. Oh, excuse me. I wish both of you had told us everything from the beginning, to be honest. It was unfair to just abandon us. But then I abandoned you too, didn't I? After we'd lost Sarabai, I couldn't see anything except the unbearable permanence of her absence. It took me centuries to start getting involved again, but I did, Athena. I came back, and so can you. Love, Hypatia. Right, one more puzzle. Let's head over to number 4. I'm gonna miss this game. And it's kind of funny because of the 4 games I've played so far on this channel, this is the one that's got by far the least viewership. No comments on any videos. But this is something else, and I'm really happy to be playing this and sharing my thoughts on it. And if they resonate with you or not, it's been a real privilege to play this game, I've got to say. Okay, maybe I know a bit more about how laser blocking works to understand this. Okay. Duality. And you need both. Yeah, it's got to be going through there, because otherwise when the blue one stops, this will close. Okay. That part is mandatory. I can open it, but only while blocking that line. Oh! I can cause its own blockage. Like that. Hey! Yeah, I just had to do some more of the puzzles involving blocking the light. Now I get it. Theory gold puzzles. I'm basing this on a theme's description of the simulation. And what little sense I've managed to make of the megastructure systems, I think the gold puzzles are meant to open up when every other puzzle has been solved, and solving them will lead to something. In the simulation, trying to solve every puzzle instead of trying to defy Elohim was actually negative. No idea if the same applies here. In any case, I suspect the puzzle won't open up until Byron's locked out. They represent the highest level of security and undoubtedly hide something important. And as long as an authorized user is logged in, the system will stay in some degree of lockdown. Verdant. These statues remind me of Atlas, who bore the celestial spheres on his back. They seem burdened, struggling with the weight of the world. Given what we heard the founder say about the gold, could it be that they're meant to send a message? That taking on the theory of everything would also be a burden we may not be able to bear. But from what we got from the snippets, was that that wasn't a burden that lasted forever. It's taking on an important role as a caretaker until the duty can be passed on. Melville, the future. The system is full of fragments related to space. Notice that the Noema system is full of ideas for space travel and colonization, designs for launch pads and ships, pictures of cities, even an unfinished design for a large-scale teleportation between distant planets. Interstellar or even intergalactic civilization of the kind writers like Ian Banks imagined is entirely possible if we want it. Which leads me to another thought. These bodies we have are so carefully designed to look like ours ancestors, but they don't really have to be. In his novels, Banks has intelligent minds like ourselves controlling entire ships, or drones, or even stations. If Alexandra Drennan was right, then it's not our shapes that make us human. What it means to be human can be expanded if we maintain our creativity and our curiosity. With a theory of everything, we can transform ourselves as well as the world. The only question is, can we be trusted to build a society that actually works? Just for once in our long and stupidly bloody history. Is something like the culture actually possible? Or is it just a daydream, and we'll always end up with another dystopia? Maybe Athena finally found the answer to that question. Bootstrapping, so all kinds of started to make sense, kind of. What Prometheus revealed about the theory of everything is true, then it explains a lot of the patterns I've been finding. Almost every artificial structure on this island was printed into existence in some kind of energy to matter process, or maybe by different versions of that process, some earlier and less effective. Excuse me. And I can only assume that the megastructure itself was created by bootstrapping, having one machine make a bigger one, which probably means you could create a relatively small device that turns itself into a complete megastructure. Or you could make a machine that just deploys more and more of itself and builds something, a city in a box. Depends on the power source, I guess. That is where caution comes in, because I don't know if you've ever heard of the concept of grey goo, or if you've ever seen Stargate SG-1, the replicators, this idea of a program that ends up as an accident, like a DDoS attack on anything. Everything the founder built lasted. One of the founder's labs seemed to have collapsed. So that shows that even the founder has limits. There's no human building that can survive without maintenance. Roots are stronger than concrete. Unless she destroyed it on purpose, of course, but it seems like the ceiling just came down. Not 100% sure, but I think puzzle clusters on the island correspond to the presence of labs. Except the lab near our base camp, which doesn't have any puzzles attached to it, although it does have other strange structures surrounding it. Are the puzzles guiding us to the labs, or are we just finding them lost by accident? Okay, we could go now, or do we try 2 and 5? I think let's save that for bonus episodes, as we're at 1 hour 40 now. Probably at the 2-hour episode. I don't feel like I'm going to be finishing this game in 20 minutes though. Try this one. Come see what's up in the tower. icons. That one's really hard to contend. One further along. Appears to be one further along. Finally get to grips with these puzzles and then we'll be done with them. Here we go! Little blocks. Hey, those are the mines! I think they might be the mines from Talos Principle 1. Whoa! Are we going to space? We're going to find the fire. We're going to find Byron. I don't know what we're going to find at the end of this one. Prometheus, maybe? I think,
You have heard the myths of gods and titans. But as you approach the end of your journey, I will tell you the truth that all men fear. The truth that neither Pandora nor the Sphinx will face. There are no gods, son of man. There are no titans, no heroes to save you, no divine judge to weigh your soul against a feather. Nature has no will, and she is not your mother. There is only you, and the spark of the sublime that is your mind. As for myself, I never brought the flame to humankind as the stories tell. I only showed you where it was within yourselves.
A bit of disclosure here. I could be described as both an atheist and a theist, depending on how you think of it. I don't think that there is a god or gods in the cosmos. However, I believe that entities within the minds of people that are in some ways kind of communicated between one another, often inadvertently, act like cloud computed entities on the same software that is able on the same hardware that is able to run software that are people, conscious people. Could it not be that there are other conscious entities that run on the same hardware, but as cloud cached entities, other than ourselves, we're local entities? And those cloud entities, could they be likened to gods? It's sublime. You're wrong. Nature is a little force. It has a purpose and will. I just need you to help me find Byron. We must learn to wield the flame to illuminate the universe. All myths have an element of truth. I'll ask a question.
It is that voice within you which says, I am that I am. I will be what I will be.
one very real test here is that there Prometheus speaking was clearly Athena speaking. So I'm concerned that I just need you to help me find Byron isn't good enough. Let's have an element of truth. Instead to build the flame to the universe. I mean, that's what you think he'd want you to say. Just want to know, like, how many layers of mind games are we dealing with here? Say it.
Yes, this is your duty. Your friend Byron understands this. As you freed me, so I will help you free your friend. When you are within Olympus, follow my signs.
All right, it's time to do this. Let's go get Byron.
1 hour 48, what do you reckon? It's getting a bit long for an episode. But it could also result in a short finale. It's a capsule. And I'll see you in the next one. Sorry to do that, but you should see the next episode tomorrow. See you soon. Cheerio.